and Stevie's rocking his shades in La Roma, Dominican Republic. I wasn't keen on the steak. The steak was nice, but it wasn't as nice as it used to be. Like, Stevie, it's really interesting traveling with a teenager because one of the things that I didn't plan for was how bad phone signal would be and the Wi-Fi would be out here. Welcome back to a brand new vlog from a very noisy laundrette room. So tonight is formal night, and formal night's always one of my favourite nights on the cruise because that is the night where you get dressed in your best wear, shirts, black pants, ties, and you celebrate a celebration night on board P&O's and P&O's cruise ships, and you do that on other ships as well. Sometimes they call it different things like gala night, celebration night, formal night, there's loads of different names. But actually on formal night, what you actually find is everyone is in the laundrette ironing their shirts because everyone's shirts get creased in their suitcases. And you know, I've always thought to myself, why do we iron our shirts in our suitcases when we put them in? Because all that happens is they get creased in the case and you have to iron them anyway. Why do we do that? To be honest though, mine isn't too bad, it just needs a little touch up. I'm impressed with the iron, really good. Obviously it's a brand new ship, this is what happens. And Stevie, how did you find ironing your t-shirt?
I'm not the best at ironing, I think I got it done.
Are you ready for formal night?
Yeah.
Actually a couple of hours later since we were ironing our tops. We're actually sitting in a crow's nest now, but it's really quiet. Everyone's reading, chilling. So I'm gonna do this intro very quietly. If you like this type of content, make sure you smash that like button. And if you haven't clicked subscribe already, hit that subscribe button and come and chill in the crow's nest. And voila, all dressed for formal night. We have had such a funny night. 1 minute we're wearing our dinner jackets, then we're not. 1 minute we're wearing a tie, then we're not. We've do you know, we've actually been walking around the ship and there's a lot of people who are dressed down for formal night, which is probably one of the first times. I remember when I was on the Oceana, we saw a lot of people that were dressed down. But that was an August cruise, and then when I did the cruise with Con in May, everyone like made a big effort, and it seems that on this cruise it's like 50, well not 50-50, I'm seeing maybe like 80% of people are wearing like dinner jackets, tuxedos, and 20% of people are just in their normal casual wear, which to me, you know, let people be who they want to be. If they want to get dressed up, let them get dressed up. If they don't want to get dressed up, they don't have to. It's totally up to them. Currently 31 in the queue for the Meridian, so that's where we're going to be eating today. Can I just quickly say something? We have had the most chill day. We sat in the main Sky Dome in the pool, we chilled there, sat in the jacuzzi. Then this evening, we went to one of the whirlpools on, what's it called, Stevie, when it's a whirlpool but it's outside? Infinity, is it Infinity Whirlpool on deck 8 and chilled until like 8:15. That was really nice. We've just had a lovely day. Obviously you saw us in the crow's nest. It's just been a really nice day. We've not vlogged a lot. So let's get down the Meridian. We're getting a free drink because that is complimentary on gala, celebration night, whatever it's called in your cruise. And let's get into the Meridian.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
And there we go, a perfect Costa coffee to start a day in the Dominican Republic. Yes guys, you heard that right, we are in the Dominican Republic. But before we chat about the Dominican Republic, Stevie, how was your meal last night?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
You enjoyed it?
Yep, the chicken was lovely.
I wasn't keen on the steak. The steak was nice, but it just it wasn't as nice as it used to be. Like, the food's just, I feel like, I don't know, I remember the old way the steak used to be steak, a little bit of veg, a little bit of chips. It would have cheese sauce. Yesterday it was just basically steak and chips with mushrooms, and it was very like, there was a lot of water on the plate and stuff. Anyway, first world problems. And Stevie's rocking his shades in La Roma, Dominican Republic. Are you excited for a day in the Dominican, Stevie?
Yeah, I want to get in that water.
That water does look lovely. We actually are doing an excursion today. Oh God, the sun's there. We actually are doing an excursion today. So pollution where?
Bag of crisps, I think it is.
Unfortunately, you will see that everywhere we go, Stevie. That is just the world. There's a bottle of water. There's a water bottle there as well. That's unfortunate. That's the world we live in now. There we go, La Roma Cruise Terminal with the Iona in the background. And this is Iona. No, oh my God, we're not on Iona. Arvia. This is Arvia's maiden cruise call here, which is just awesome. So glad to be here. And we're currently in the Sugar Breeze Terminal, and this is a really nice terminal because it seems like it's really been done out. It's really nice. It feels really fresh and new as well. Sun's perfect as well. It's currently 21 degrees here, which I know for some of you might think, oh, that doesn't seem warm, but it's 1 degree in the UK right now. So for us, it's really warm. Looks like we've got a beach over there, Stevie. In fact, we do have a beach over there. Wow.
Got our stuff on there?
We have got our stuff. And there's actually a pool bar here, which is absolutely amazing. So there's your ship. And there's your pool. Wow. It feels like, I was just saying to Stevie, it feels like we're on a resort. You know what I mean? You've got the lovely scenery behind you as well. Lovely. I don't know if that's a beach down there because I can't see over there. I think it might be a beach. There seems to be like a walkway down. Stevie, it's really interesting traveling with a teenager because one of the things that I didn't plan for was how bad phone signal would be and the Wi-Fi would be out here. Bless him, he's really struggling. I think he's got like a girl. He's at that age and he's got a girlfriend and he's like, I can't get in touch with her, and he's really struggling, bless him. He's he keeps walking around like trying at all the places to get Wi-Fi. I shouldn't laugh. Like, I could do with the internet myself, but bless him. I'm loving some of this. Connor loves this type of stuff. Oh my God. You should get that for Mam, Stevie. Mam loves a cat. Oh, this is really cute as well. I just know for a fine fact it would not make the trip home. It would literally get smashed in the case. And you know what it's like for me with travelling with cases, guys. Actually, you wouldn't have seen the Florida Vlog series yet. Yeah, a little bit of a spoiler. My case got smashed. Oh, what's that?
Yeah, that's a little souvenir. Quite big one.
Oh, okay. It looks awesome.
You?
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, bless that man. He's just gave me and Stevie a necklace. I think he probably thought, bless him, that I was like a big YouTuber, and we realised that my channel's quite small. But, oh, bless him. That was really, really kind. How are you finding it? Stevie's really liking it. Stevie thought it was a whistle, but it's just like a little, it's like a little talking thing, isn't it?
I think it's one of them tiki statues.
It's
not what they're called.
It's really nice. He was a lovely man, wasn't he? Really nice man. Thank you so much. Yeah. Means a lot. So celebrity with them shades. Are you excited for this cave excursion?
Yeah.
You said that this is the most, like, this is the excursion you'd be most excited for, isn't it?
This one, and would have been the turtle one.
We'll get to do the turtles, I promise.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket.
And we're just heading into the cave now. And I don't know how well yous are going to be able to see in a sec because we are going darker and darker. I have switched to the ZV-1, hoping that it should keep light, but who knows.
The water may disappear the drawings, or by the filtration of the water over there, you will see concretions growing in everywhere, even over some drawings. We have drawings that were repainted again by archaeologists. Archaeologists use the same materials, charcoal, organic, and animal fat, because when they came here, some drawings like this group were disappearing. That one, archaeologists say, was one god of native people, Maketaurie. Taínos had a lot of gods. That one was the god that used to take the spirit when somebody passed away, because Taínos believe like in the next life or second life. That's why when somebody passed away, they used to put the body into the cave with food and personal order. Got it?
Wow. I know, yeah. Look at this. Wow. This is gorgeous. The water's so clear you can actually see straight through it. Straight through, you can actually see the money. I don't know if you can see that on the camera because I am using the ZV-1, but you can see straight to the bottom. I always know when Stevie's really enjoying an excursion because he gets his phone out and he takes pictures and videos. Look at him, bless him. You can see him over there and he's like rushing ahead, which is a good sign for me. It's really hard travelling with a teenager and trying to keep them occupied. But bless Stevie though, he is no bother. Oh my god, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Looks amazing. Here we go. We are leaving the cave. And if you want something where you can burn a few calories, this is definitely one of them. Because I've definitely burnt a few myself. Right, we're now out the cave. Stevie, how was your thoughts on the cave?
Yeah, it was good.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
We're now in a local shop actually. We've stopped off on the way back to the ship to see if you want to pick stuff up. There is a lot in here. There's so much to show you, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. I thought since this is a cruise vlog, I'll show you the boats. It was really, really cool actually. We were just looking for some like gifts for the people that we've left at home in the cold. See, I love ship models. I really, really do. I need to pick up the Arvia model because I think I mentioned it to you guys the other day that I needed to pick it up, but I still actually haven't bought it. I think Stevie's looking at some stuff. Connor loves, my partner at home loves this type of stuff. No, now these are cute. You've got some swan. Actually, I don't think that's a swan. Someone in the comments let me know what that is. This is so. Oh, that's a swan. But I don't think that's a swan. Please, I don't want to embarrass myself here. Lions, some donkeys. Oh, there's some giraffes there. Again, how on earth would I be able to get this home? Never be able to get this home, would I? Interestingly as well, this is obviously what Dominican Republic looks like from, you know, away from the touristy bit, which is quite interesting actually. Really interesting. We've learned a lot today. We've learned a lot. It's been somewhere where I've always wanted to visit. I've always wanted to come to the Dominican. A lot of my family have been here. And yeah, it is interesting. And we are now in this stunning village where a lot of millionaires live. They were saying Shakira lives here, Vin Diesel, Bill Clinton has a house here, Boris Johnson has been here. This is definitely like, wow, it's unbelievable here. It's really, really nice, and we're going to get an hour's free time here. I'll kind of show you the map of what is here. So yeah, this is the map. There's a lot here, and you can see some like amazing houses in the distance as well. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I feel like I'm in like Walt Disney World. Or maybe like Celebration at Disney, do you know what I mean? Like, if you watch my Disney vlogs, or if you're a Disney fan, you'll know what I mean. It feels like very like it's something like Walt Disney would have built. Wow. If this, Stevie, how gorgeous. Oh my god. That's probably the most beautifulest thing I've seen this trip so far. And I would love to know who lives over there as well. Oh wow. All I want to do is go down there and swim in this.
That golf course.
I know. It's huge, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Do you know, I am not even joking. I honestly think this is the most beautifulest thing I've ever seen. And I kid you not, of all the places I've been, this is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how well you can see me because the sun is everywhere and it's very windy. But this is just absolutely beautiful. Just wanted to mention as well, this is the church where Michael Jackson got married. which is really awesome. It's very, very small. So for anyone that's interested, this is part of the excursion, and the gentleman did explain how this was all built. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It's like its own little town. And this is its own town. It's been built. It was built by a very rich person, and he actually built it for his daughter, believe it or not. That's what we were getting told on our guide. And what I love as well is how they've kept the wildlife as well. Like you can see birds of prey flying down there. As crazy as it sounds, all I want to do is climb down there and go and explore. It looks like a scene from a movie. They did say that there will be alligators and that in there, so I don't think anyone realistically would like to swim. They filmed a few movies here as well. They said that they filmed the Anaconda 1 movie and Anaconda 2. They had a long list of movies that they filmed in the Dominican. I absolutely love this. I really do. All I want to do is stay here. This is why I love cruising. And I was just saying to Stevie before as well, it's one of the main reasons why I love doing excursions, because if we weren't doing the excursions with P&O, then we probably would never have seen this, because we would have just stayed around the port, maybe sat in the pool, and we wouldn't have saw anything like this. I would actually say the only negative I would have about today overall would be was that shop in the middle. So we visited the cave, then we visited this random shop in the middle of like nowhere, which everyone's speculating is owned by the driver, and then now we've been brought to this beautiful place. And that is one of the things when you do a P&O excursion, sometimes depending on the travel company you're traveling with, you'll do like excursions and they'll stick like the gift shop in the middle. For me, it's like we got something free from the gift shop, so I'm not complaining, but I do understand it. And do you know, another thing about this excursion as well is it's actually running over, so we're meant to be back at the ship for 1:30. It's currently 10 past 1 now. We've still got another half an hour. So all good from me, but yeah, we've got a few disgruntled passengers on our excursion, really not happy about visiting that gift shop. But anyway, I think that's the end of this excursion now. We're just going to head back to the bus. Stevie's had a really good day. He loved going to the caves. I can see why this excursion is down as very popular with P&O, because it is really, really good. Like I say, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's always funny in the terminal because you can always see when everyone's on the phone. Stevie is still struggling for signal.
Yeah.
He's tried everywhere, haven't you?
Yep. No, that's good.
I think Stevie's losing it. He said in the cave, by the way, earlier to drink some of the water that was on the floor that everyone had stood in.
No,
that was
the water from.
Oh, my phone's working now.
It's fresh water.
It's working now. My phone's going mad. So I've actually got signal. Have you got signal?
I've got the same signal as you do.
Well, we obviously not, because I'm actually getting signal. I'm able to post. Oh my god. It's 600 megabytes a second. I'm getting what you getting.
Just post our 600 megabytes.
You'd be lucky if you get 1 megabyte a second in the Caribbean, guys. No, saying that, I am getting notifications. Mine's coming through. It is working. Getting off the topic of Wi-Fi, I just thought I would mention to you guys as well, they do have a tax and duty free here in the Dominican Republic, and for anyone that is wanting to buy cheap cigarettes and stuff, then this is your place. And the party has begun in the Dominican Republic. Woo! Wow. And I suppose this is me saying goodbye to the Dominican Republic. I'm not going to lie, I'm actually a bit gutted. I've loved it today. You may have noticed I might not have vlogged as much as what I usually do. That's because I've just been absolutely having the day from like just the best day ever. Like this is what this is all about. This is what cruising's all about. Just having the best day ever, and I literally have. The only thing we've struggled with is the Wi-Fi, but honestly, I don't want to turn into one of them vloggers where all you know me for is moaning about internet. But yeah, thank you very much, P&O, for taking us to the Dominican Republic. I've absolutely loved today. And there we go, guys. This is us now sailing out of the Dominican Republic. So what's your thoughts, Stevie, of Dominican Republic?
Very unique place.
Was it like you expected?
I would say no.
Really? What's been your favourite port so far?
Favourite port? Actually, I don't know. I quite like the Virgin Islands.
The Virgin Islands were amazing, weren't they? Interestingly genuinely, as we drive past these houses, I wonder what the cost is for them. I reckon you're looking at minimum, just to get like a basic, I reckon you're looking at minimum 200,000 maybe even more. What's your thoughts on the pool bar?
It's quite good. I'm not gonna give you like, but
You liking it?